All right, buckle up, because we are diving deep into some seriously fascinating stuff today. Ever heard of Shambhala?
Ah, yes, Shambhala.
Yeah, it's this mythical kingdom,
Yeah.
super important in Tibetan Buddhist tradition. And today, well, we're going to unpack it a bit, but, before we go full on Indiana Jones, let's be clear.
Yeah,
We're not trying to pinpoint Shambhala on a map.
exactly.
This is about something way more interesting.
Absolutely. This is about why this idea, this hidden paradise, it still kind of gets to people even now,
Well, it's old, but it feels like surprisingly relevant. And get this, our source material, it doesn't hold back. It's like Shambhala. It's this land of perfection,
Oh, wow.
ruled by enlightened kings. Like, it's almost like a fairy tale, but with, like a deep philosophical side.
And that's what makes it so, I don't know, cool to think about, this hidden paradise thing. It's not just some Tibetan Buddhism thing.
Right.
Cultures all over, they've got their versions, right? Atlantis, the Garden of Eden. Makes you wonder, why are we so drawn to these stories?
It's true. And it's not just about, like, let's find a utopia on a map, right?
Nope.
Our source is super clear. Shambhala, it's bigger than just a physical place.
It's a state of mind, a state of being.
A state of consciousness, it actually says.
Right. And that's where it really clicks, at least for me, this inner Shambhala,
Yeah.
this whole journey of becoming more peaceful, wiser. Doesn't that sound kind of familiar? Think about it. Mindfulness, meditation, even therapy in a way.
So you're saying that by looking inward and cultivating inner peace, like they did in Shambhala, we're kind of doing the same thing today through these other practices.
Yeah, in a way. It's like Shambhala is this ancient blueprint for what many people are trying to do now. Wild, huh?
It really is, but hold on, there's more. Our source, it mentions this whole prophecy thing in the Kalachakra Tantra.
Oh, right, the prophecy.
Yeah, so Shambhala, it emerges during this huge global crisis,
Okay.
and it basically brings about a golden age. It's pretty intense.
Yeah, if you take it literally, it sounds like some epic movie battle, right? But remember, with Tibetan Buddhism, you got to look at the symbolism.
Yeah.
This battle that Shambhala fights, it's more like our own inner struggles, that fight against all the negative stuff in our own heads.
So when we think about those tough times in our own lives,
Mm-hmm.
is that what this prophecy is really talking about, our own internal battles?
Right. We all have them. We all face stuff. But this idea of Shambhala, the Shambhala within, it's telling us we've got this inner strength, this resilience. We can find that peace and wisdom inside ourselves no matter what's going on outside.
And that's something anyone can do, right? You don't have to
Yeah.
be like a Buddhist master to connect with this.
Exactly. Our source makes that really clear. Tibetan Buddhism, not Tibetan Buddhism, the core idea of Shambhala, it resonates. It's about making the world a better, kinder place, a place where wisdom, harmony, those are the guiding principles.
So it's less about the literal magical kingdom and more about the values.
Yeah, the values.
That's a good point. What do you think, listener? What would your ideal society even look like? What would your personal Shambhala be like?
I like that.
And here's something that really got me thinking. Our source talks about this collective spiritual effort.
Okay, yeah.
It says that's what's needed to actually create this better world. It's kind of a powerful thought, especially now when things feel so divided, don't you think?
It's true. We could all use a little more of that these days.
Definitely. It makes you wonder if this ancient idea, this Shambhala, could be, I don't know, like a roadmap to a brighter future. Something to think about anyway, right?
Definitely something to think about.
For sure.